Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into Esoteric Guidance, and my name is Naru. Let me turn this around here, this camera, and turn the air conditioner off. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, you're tuned into Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel, and my name is Nehru. We're going to go ahead and do a second read for today, Wednesday the 17th. Okay. And hope you're doing well whenever you come across this video. If you're not, there's certainly some things that you can do about that to change that rather than waiting on others or waiting on proof, information, whatever, people. Okay. So let's go ahead and get in the energy. Divine is definitely, I was going to not come on and do a reading. A second one, that is. But Divine definitely wanted me to come on and do a second reading. So let's go ahead and get into it, collective. Cards and everything have been shuffled several times today. All right. My energy is better today, if you cannot tell from my voice. And again, we have to balance between masculine and feminine energies, and sometimes it's necessary for you to be in your masculine energy, just like sometimes it's necessary to be in your feminine energy. So it depends on what the moment calls for. Okay? So Yeshua, when he was at the well, Jesus, as y'all call him, when they were at the well, they met a woman there. Okay? The woman at the well. Okay? This is in your religious book, the Bible. And this woman was a whore or a hoe. Okay? Prostitute, something. And Yeshua told her that the man that she was even with at that time was not hers. Okay? So he was calling her a hoe. All right? Been definitely picking up feathers. This feather I picked up today when I was on my way back to the hotel room with dinner. Okay, so you could be seeing feathers. Okay, ancestors leaving you messages saying it's almost time to fly away. I fly away. That's a religious song. When I die, hallelujah. Bye. Like, why are you cheering? Like, I shouldn't say why you cheer. I understand why you're cheering to leave here, but the energy in which that song flows is very religious and not very uplifting. Okay, even though the words may indicate that it should be. So let's go ahead and get started. I don't want to keep babbling. Y'all hear enough of that probably. All right. From me. So divine, Aravat, supreme being, creator of all that is and ever was and ever will be. You wanted me to come on and do another reading. Ancestors, you wanted me to come on and do another reading. Okay, so Ascended Masters, Sanhedrin Council, Galactic Federation, Extraterrestrial Beings of Light, Palladian Star Seeds, Polaris Star Seeds, Orisha. Let's get into it. Okay? Okay, thus far we have 5 cards out from the first shuffle of the first tarot deck. So we have the Emperor, the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands tarot message says, each time I think we are finally safe and another wound of mine is resurfaced, and I retreat until I feel it won't hurt anymore. Okay, so someone's working on themselves. Okay, good job. We're all working on ourselves. Okay, we are all in this 3D place. We are all a work in progress, regardless of your rank. You could be an earth angel, you could be a light worker, starseed, healer, in your north node, functioning as your your highest divine self. Okay, as a divine masculine, feminine, whatever that happens to be for you, whichever. Okay, and you are still working on yourself, because here, the truth is, until the kingdom come, okay, here on earth, and that's brought by me and you, until that happens, you will need to continue to work on yourself. Okay, and we have the Hanged Man. Okay, like this actually. Right. So, Knight of Pentacles, slow moving energy, but it is a promise, an Emperor, and waiting. Some of us might feel like Jeopardy. Someone's name might be Alex in your journey collective. Alex, Alexander, Alexis, Alexandria. However it goes. You could live on Alexander or live on a street that's Alex something, Alex something. Okay. Or a town. Alexandria, Virginia. Okay, that's outside DC, I believe. Okay. So that's those 4. So waiting on Pentacles, waiting on Emperor. Emperor's bringing the Pentacles, whatever that happens to be. Okay. A message. 4 of Cups is almost fell out, so I will take that. Okay. 4 of Cups message, tarot message says, I'm not ready for a relationship. I get used to my routine and it's easier to continue with my current lifestyle. Well, continue on and far be it from me to interrupt whatever you're doing, okay? My goal or focus isn't to make someone uncomfortable, collective. Your goal or focus isn't to make someone uncomfortable, is it? It's actually the opposite. Okay, so we have the 2 of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, so that's victory, and a 3 of Wands. We have the 10 of Cups for a Jubilee. Five of Swords. All right. And we have the 9 of Cups. And here's the offer. Okay. So here's the being. Okay. This or this. Okay. This is the offer. And the offer could be anything. It could be an offer in opportunity, employment opportunity, consulting opportunity, working with group, working with a team. We don't have the Three of Pentacles out. Well, there's a tarot card flipped over. I haven't turned it over yet, so let me not say that. But I don't see it, the Three of Pentacles. Okay? And there. Okay? So Emperor on the way, bringing the offer. Okay? This may or may not be the individual that you work with directly. This could be the owner of the business, okay, or whatever, entity, okay, business entity, whatever that happens to be. The card that's flipped up, ooh, collective. You got something coming in here and it's looking pretty good. Let's take a look again. The Ten of Pentacles was the card that was flipped over. Check that out. Okay? Look at that. That's what you got coming in. Stay the course and be patient. Divine will reveal it to you in due time. I was standing outside today and there were two motorcycle police that pulled up. I just stood out there and I looked both of them directly in the eyes, directly in the face as I stood out there 15, 20, 30 minutes ago, whenever, less than 30 minutes ago. Okay? So, you could be being watched by the authorities. Don't matter to me none. Oh, oops. Communication, Eight of Wands came out, and something else. And Judgment. Let's go ahead and take that. And what else do we have here? Okay, and it was in reverse. It was like that when I picked it up. Okay. Fighting. Okay. Notice how they're wearing the same clothes. They're wearing the same outfits. Birds of a feather, they say, flock together. I say feathers of the same bird flock together. That's more logical. Judgment. Dun, 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 dun. I just heard. I mentioned the Eight of Pentacles. There it is. And the Knight of Swords. Okay? So, this Knight of Swords energy was in reverse. And guess what? Collective, the Knight of Swords was in reverse and it came out with the Seven of Swords. Okay? So, in the upright, okay, I would say that this is you in this King of Pentacles energy. However, in the reverse, okay, and then we have the Five of Swords. Was it the Five of Swords? Wands, excuse me. Maybe we did have the Five of Swords too. Maybe that's why I said it. Let me look again. Yep, we have the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. Okay, so, yeah, okay. So whoever this is in reverse, okay, they are fighting amongst themselves right now. Okay, whoever that karmic collective is, okay, whoever that is, coven, whoever. They're fighting family members, whatever. They're fighting amongst themselves. Okay? You are not in this energy, okay? Even I, to some degree, although I still stay on guard, I have put my sword down. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and get some lifestyle cards and then we'll get into the stack and see what messages Divine has for us through the stack, the index cards, okay? Five of Pentacles message on top. It says, I like getting ego boosts from material achievements. So each time I'm insecure about money, I run away from you or others. Okay? So someone's having insecure issues about money. Collective, look. Okay, that says danger. What's the danger for, Divine? What's the danger for? Universe, what's the danger for? Really pay attention where that card ends up. So someone's trying to cover something up. This is a lot of makeup. Someone's trying to cover something up. They might be trying to conceal their face. Okay? Someone could be trying to conceal their face. They could have gotten something done to their face. Botox injections or anything to try to change their look. Okay? Anything else about the danger, Divine? Okay, so you could have a landlord who's been spying on you, collective. You could have a landlord, a demonic individual, a demonic spirit, okay, that's been trying to come against you in some way, or has, not trying to, okay? Again, they could be watching you. See that? They could be watching you. All right? Or were, okay, somehow, some way. Driving by your house, okay? If you rented from this individual, they could have had cameras and that sort of thing in the house or around the house. Again, when I was in Florida, at the back of the house, just months after I moved in, the utility company supposedly knocked on the door and told me that they were going to be installing a new telephone pole in the back, just beyond the fence in the backyard. And they did. The previous light pole did not have, or whatever, wire, electricity pole, whatever you want to call it, did not have a camera on it. The one that they installed while I was living there, they put a camera on it. Okay? And it definitely faced the house. Okay? From just outside the fence of the yard. All right? So let's go ahead and, oh, Divine's like, nope, lifestyle card, okay. A couple more lifestyle cards. Thank you, Divine. Show us what we need to see. Give us what we need to hear. How's the collective? Okay. Okay. I'm getting broken down jalopy. That's an old school word. A jalopy. Broken down jalopy. Okay. This could be the spirit of the individual who chases after pentacles. Okay. Ideally, you wouldn't chase anything. You would allow. Okay. Ideally, you wouldn't chase anything. You would allow. Again, I'm getting Abraham Hicks energy. Okay. What does she call it? She calls it the process of allowing or something like that. Yeah, I think that's what she calls it. Process of allowing. Okay, take a look. We have a zombie. And we have 24-hour. What does a zombie look like? A zombie looks like they've been up for 24 hours. Oops, wrong cards. The zombie looks like they've been up for 24 hours, don't they? Non-stop, right? Someone who's paranoid. And that's why they can't get any sleep, I just got. So they're paranoid. That's why they can't get any sleep. Okay. They could be haunted. This card fell on the floor. Okay. They could be haunted. Okay, collective. But you grow no matter where you planted. Okay, they tried to plant you in the concrete, throw you on the concrete, asphalt, whatever. Confirmation burp, excuse me. You still grew. You still expanded. You still ascended. Mm-hmm. So they have nothing to say now, do they? And if they do, it is probably still not the truth. And that's unfortunate. But do we care? No, we do not. Just for clarification. Okay. Go ahead and pull these. And see what messages come out here in the tarot. I am using the tablet, and so it does this 30-minute thing until I figure out how to change the setting on it, which I started looking into today, but then I only looked so far. Okay. So if it cuts off at 30 minutes, then there will be a part 2 posted as well, just FYI. Because we do have a lot of tarot cards, and I'm not probably going to get through all of the messages within the next 8 minutes. Did you enjoy your summer? Wherever you spent your summer, did you go anywhere? Travel, staycations, did you do anything? Also a reminder, I have started a podcast, and I have shared that link with the community in the community tab. So if you click over to the community tab, you will find a link to the first 2 podcasts that are posted. Okay, that podcast is on the app Speaker. Okay, so you could be a speaker, okay, or opportunity that's coming to you to speak. Okay. All right, messages. It was 22:22 on the timer, and that's the second time tonight that I've seen it. I saw it on the clock, 22:22. Secret rendezvous. Okay, on one side of judgment. Okay, so someone's being busted for these secret rendezvous. Busted by their parents, busted by cheaters. That TV show, that TV show Cheaters, right? Okay. So someone's being judged for the secret sexual rendezvous. I mean, why else would you have a rendezvous, right? You don't have a rendezvous to just give somebody a hug. The names Jason, Jethro, and Gyro. Take a look. Okay. Next, we have Lance on one side, 24-hour. Okay. How long is the Tour de France? I don't know. I'm just thinking of Lance Armstrong, but Tour de France, okay? And that's a long race, right? I don't know if it's 24 hours. I can find out real quick. Houston, they have a problem. Houston, they have a problem. Okay, Texas, or someone's name is Houston. Typically last name. Take a look at the initials collective and see if they resonate for your journey as you see them or transposed. Take a look. Okay. QB. I am glad about college football being back in season. It just gives me highlights to watch. I don't watch full games, but I do watch highlights. And yeah. While I'm waiting on my justice to come in. So on the other side of those initials is this Australia. Okay. So Something about Australia, you could be traveling, you could have traveled to Australia for your summer vacation. Communication, okay? Michelle, I don't know her last name, but the natural healer, if you go to naturalhealer.com or Google natural healer, Michelle, who is an American, I believe she married an Australian, and she is in Australia and has been, I think, for like 20 years or something now. But she is the individual that I took my Reiki master certification with, okay, 2 years ago, okay? Her first name is Michelle. I don't know her last name, okay? But she is in Australia, or was, last time, It's not like I communicate with her regularly or anything, right? Australia. Next. Okay, this is the Four of Cups. Okay, they're not ready for a relationship. Okay, because they're still giving to somebody else, or they're just not ready. And if they're not ready, then they're not for you. Undercover government programs. Okay. Oh, if you have not been over to the Real Psychic Investigators, and that's the Real R.E.A.L. Okay, the Real Psychic Investigators. That is the other channel that I established this year. Yeah, this year I think. And there's a lot that's coming out in regards to these government secrets over there. Okay. All right. Today, the celebrities that came out in the reading are Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, Michael Dukakis. Yeah. Yesterday, it was Abraham Hicks, Tupac. Okay. So, and that was actually confirming that there's going to be more information or news coming out in regards to Tupac Shakur's murder. Okay. The name Richard, Rick, Ricky. Okay. It could be spelled, it could be spelled R-I-C as well. Okay. It could be spelled Rick like that. Okay. Or Dick. Okay. Some of you have this collective. Pay attention. I'm talking about jobs, employment opportunities. So, you could currently be dealing with a corrupt coworker, or you were. Hopefully you left that opportunity, that job, whatever. Okay. All right. Some needs to do a full body cleanse. Okay, so you can maintain your Earth Angel status. Full body cleanse collective. Sage, Palo Santo, salt bath. Okay. Whatever you need to do. Okay, that full body cleanse. Yep, that makes sense. The used hybrid definitely needs a shower. So someone could be looking like that. Toe up from the flow up. I just got toe up from the flow up. I haven't heard that in a minute. Toe up from the flow up. Okay, somebody toe up from the flow up. Your last lifetime was in the 1800s collective. Okay, so some of you, your last lifetime was in the 1800s when they unalived you and you did not get to fulfill your Akashic record contract in that lifetime. That's why you're back. Okay, that's why you're back. Jason Aldean sings a song titled "We Back." We're looking at secret societies. Surprise, surprise. Secret society. Look at that. Secret society. Secret societies. Okay. Ooh. A collapse of lies. Secret societies, your lies are collapsing, and you're fighting amongst yourselves, 33rd degree Masons. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Boy, sit your ass down. You got to raise the hand like you're going to backslap somebody. Sit your. You got to do that. card flipped over. I wonder if I should leave it like that. I'm going to take the bottom and the top card, actually. That's interesting. All right. So, collective, take a look. There's CC footage of something. There is CC footage. Okay. Most every place has CC footage. Okay. If you are working at a place and they have cameras, make sure that they work. Ask the owner of the building, the supervisor, whoever it is, the security guard, whatever. These cameras work? Ask them. Ask them. Okay. So this flipped over. Okay. So on one side we have Minnesota. Okay. There may be something about Prince that you resonate with. Okay. Minnesota. Could be something about a mini me, a doppelganger. Okay. And there's actually two cards on that. And then the other side, when it flipped over, oh, R&B music. Okay. All right. Okay, you could be getting downloaded for R&B music. I wake up almost every day with some sort of song in my spirit. And rarely is it a religious something. Rarely, very rarely is it a religious song. You know, Christian, whatever you want to call it. Very, very rarely. Okay? So, this Two of Cups, whoever this is, if this is not you, and whoever that is, if that's not you, could be sending you these telepathic messages in regards to these R&B songs. Okay? They could be located in Minnesota. Okay? They need to buy a house south of the Mason-Dixon line if they want me to live with them in the United States. I don't own snow boots. Okay? So, this name, Melinda, okay? All right? Could be behind whatever's going on. They could also be behind the R&B music or whatever's being sent to you in that way. Okay? But this is someone who's watching you. Also someone who's stuck in the matrix. Okay? Because virtual reality is not real. AI is not real. That is not a human. That being that you see up there on that screen, they have no soul. Okay? You could be getting ready to buy one. Coupe, sedan, SUV. You could be getting ready to buy one. That is on one side of victory. Okay, and that's what that represents. Take a look at the numbers, collective. Pay attention to the angel numbers you've been seeing. Are you seeing any of these numbers? I'm seeing this one the most right now out of all of these. I'm seeing this one and this one and this one. Okay, the most. These three. Okay, I do see 441 or 144. But right now, 122 is extremely hot. And again, when I looked at the video timer, it was 2222. Okay, so 2222, a lot. Okay, that number is intrinsic to me for a number of reasons. Okay, born on the 333rd day of the year. And this number right here is also part of, or these numbers right here are also within your personalized numbered identification that you get when you were born, if you understand what I'm saying. You know what that number is? Yeah, okay. All right. Take a look. Lisa. There's a Lisa out there that is a demonic or karmic landlord, okay? Trying to rule over you. Again, physical landlord that you rent from, or someone who's trying to rule over you behind the scenes or take your place. Lisa. Okay? And tell Lisa to get off your back. Okay? And the way that you do that is through your spiritual work. Okay? That's how you get Lisa off your back. Okay? Next, the Aerobot shows up all of the time. How many times does this have to come out here before it stops coming out here? Okay? Right, collective? How many times does this have to come out? And not just in my readings. How many times does this have to come out through empaths and energy readers? How many times before it doesn't anymore? How many? Sexual assaults at the church. Okay, that's zombie. Hello. And Erebot is on the other side. Okay, you see that word through there? That says fraud. The name Tori Spellman, Tori Holt, Joe Torre. Okay, the actor, Joe Torre. Okay. James Jimmy Jim, cover up. Tori could be covering up something, or somebody's covering up something from Tori, from you, Tori. Okay, someone's clinky. This individual who's trying to cover up their face, wear a mask or whatever. Okay, someone could deal with, is it eczema? Is that the skin condition? Eczema? Someone could deal with that. Or pimples, mole, whatever. Someone could, whatever. Have those markings on their face. On the face. Tisha. And we have the Three of Wands on that energy. On the other side, a coven of women. I said it, collective. I said it earlier. So there you go. There's a confirmation for the coven of women. Okay? Working their moon magic. But we're just sitting out on the mountain. We're just looking out over them. Right? Looking at them down in the valley. I'm reminded of a cadence right now. I don't know why. Down by the river. It's a military cadence. Took a little walk. Ran into, you can put anybody's name in there that you want. Ran into Satan. We had a little talk. I pushed him. I kicked him. I threw him in the water, watched him drown. Now there's no more Satan around. Man, the military cadence was funny. I used to love getting out there and leading those runs. I used to love it. Getting out there and calling cadence. That was one of my favorite things to do in the military. Run and sing cadence. The running part I did not enjoy so much. But yeah. Okay. The cadence part I definitely do. And in me, I still sing cadence to myself today. All right, Matthew. Okay, first, middle, last. Could be Matthews. Okay, Matt. I'm getting Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan. Matthew and Genghis Khan. Swiss Bank Account Collective. That has been coming out in the investigation reads. Okay, the psychic investigation reads. Swiss bank account, foreign bank account of some sort, your money hidden. Okay, could be Matthew that's hidden your money, or Matthew, they're hiding your money, or Matthew's helping you recover this money spiritually or here on earth, meaning Matthew is in the natural or, right, spirit guide. Okay, again, I got Genghis Khan. Okay, all right. On either side of danger. Secret Society Collective. Did we get that card out here? No. Okay. Skull and Bone. That Secret Society. Take a look at the names on the back. Janikowski, Janet, and Jansen. Okay. J. Someone's name. They could go by JJ, or someone has a first and middle, or first and last name, excuse me, that starts with a J. Hanged Man, presented by, Hanged Man presented by, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So I said that correctly. Hanged Man presented by, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So what does that mean? Because we wrestle not against flesh and blood, not only do things have to happen on the physical plane in order for justice to happen, to come to you, your family, your bloodline, but on the spiritual side. Okay? And it happens on the spiritual side first. And then the manna rains down into your pocket or life if it's a person. Okay. Next, we have the King of Swords again. Okay. So again, I don't feel as though that's the collective's energy. Ooh, someone, okay, so someone loves pugs. Okay, so someone in this energy is a pug lover and a Spanish speaker. It may not be the same person. Pugs and Spanish speaker. All right. Card on the other side. Collective. Whoever this pug lover is or Spanish speaker is, they could be a child molester. Don't leave your child with them, even if they are your brother or sister. Do not leave your child with them. Okay? If you know they have a tendency, don't let them babysit your child. I don't care how old the child is. Okay? The child could be able to physically outrun them still. Don't leave your child with them. Okay? Most often, someone's sex life is too busy. That's definitely not me. Okay? That's definitely not me. Although I am going to get back out there again and start mingling in Libra season. Okay? I am going to do that. Trickery. Okay? Someone who whose sex life is too busy, so they could have been stealing your sacral energy and giving it to someone else, collective. Okay? That is one of the most sickening things about this entire process for me and the individual that I was involved with before I left and went into my dark night of the soul. Okay? Is, them being with someone hours before they were with me. Okay? That is disturbing to my something. To my divinity. That is disturbing to my divinity. Okay? I guess it's just not enough to have one fuck. You gotta have many different ones. Okay? On the other side of Dwayne, we have Paul. I think this happened the other day. So there's Paul. Okay? And this is on the 9 of Wands. Again, each time I think we are finally safe, another wound of mine resurfaced, and it says is resurfaced. Okay. And I retreat until it won't hurt anymore. Okay? So someone's dealing with false securities, not false insecurities, false securities. So someone's leaning on other things, substances, or whatever else. That's why they can't get out of this energy. That's why they can't get out of it. Okay. Next, okay. Tell someone no thank you. You know who that needs to be, collective. Okay. You see through the card, it says Mark with an S in parentheses. Mark Marks. Okay. First, middle, last name. But you need to tell someone no thank you because no is a complete sentence. Okay. In any language, no is a complete sentence. And in fact, no is one of the few words that is transcendent when it comes to languages. Did I say that right? It's universal. Let me say that. It's universal. On the other side of no thank you, we have abundance. See what happens when you say no thank you to the karmics? You get abundance, collective. Okay, you could get an emperor because you told someone no thank you instead of a karmic. Okay, so tell them no thank you so that you can receive if you want it. We know. Polygamist. Okay. My mind always goes to ministers whenever I see polygamist. My mind always goes to religious leaders. As we've already seen that there's sexual assaults in the church somewhere. Okay. All of this should be a surprise, but unfortunately it is not. Okay. All of this should be a surprise, but unfortunately it is not because it is all too common, isn't it? All too common. Thank you, Anunnaki and Nephilim and fallen watchers. Thank you. You have the name Will Smith, separate, together, however, Will, William, Willie, Williamson, Smith. Okay, someone was murdered to keep them quiet. My left ear is buzzing. Okay, so that's a warning of some sort. I don't know what the warning's for. Or a heads up. Okay. That is on the Five of Swords. Okay. By the way, Will Smith, Will Smith, Will Smith, Will Smith, that celebrity Will Smith is all over Sodom and Gomorrah and polygamous and polyamorous shit. That Will Smith. Okay? I don't even watch any of his shit no more. I don't listen to his music, none of it. Okay? I don't want any of my energy supporting some nasty ass like that. And I mean quite literally a nasty ass. I don't want any of my energy supporting that. You might think that's silly. I don't know. I would ask you to compare my elevation and ascensions to yours if that's what you're saying. I bet I beat you. And it's not a race, but I bet I win. Okay? Someone's clamoring for your attention. Okay? Because they know you got this coming in, collective. Look at that. Somebody's clamoring for your attention because they know you got this coming in. So they're like, they keep watching. They keep looking. I mentioned watchers. They keep looking. When are they going to get it? When is she going to get it? When is he going to get it? When are they going to get the deposit? When are they going to get the money? When are they going to get? They're just watching and waiting. Okay? So that they can come in and try to schmooze you once again. Okay? I don't even know why they would be free in order to schmooze you, right? They need to be incarcerated. I don't even know why they would be free. Confirmation bird. Watch out for fake readers, collective. That includes readers who do not speak to divine feminine men. Okay? If you are a divine feminine man, I saw another male post something on a reader's comment section about that. Okay? Again, duality. Okay? So if they do not cover or speak to divine feminine man like they do divine feminine women, And stop saying he's coming, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming, he's on his way, he's on his way. What about the men? What if we're not a homosexual? What if we're not gay? I mean, what does that mean? Okay, again, make it plain. All right, those are karmic readers, by the way. And if they're not karmic readers, the reading that point in time is karmic. Okay, I wouldn't listen to all of that reading if I were you, because it's probably a gaslighting ceremony. This name on the other side of fake reader, a Lucille. Oh, won't you do your sister's will? That's an old song, man. Who sings that? That song's like from the 50s or 60s or something. Early 60s, if in the 60s. That's a really old song. All right. And I say really old, I mean, as far as, songs are concerned. 1950, for all intents and purposes, 1950 was not that long ago. Yes, 75 years, but 75 years is not a long time when you consider the history of the world, the history of the universe, Methuselah, Noah, 75 years is nothing. Okay? Some of us are in this or have been, but we're coming out. Okay? Go listen to Diana's Ross, I'm Coming Out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. There's a new me coming out. And right? There's a new you coming out, collective, and take a look. There's a new you coming out. And whatever this offer is going to put you there. Okay? Guess what? Men, divine feminine men, divine masculine men, guess what? She's lying to you. She's not working late. I saw a video online. I didn't listen to it, but it was in the feed. There was a guy who recorded his wife cheating on him, and he has like multiples. That one was an update. And again, I didn't click on the video, but he's on YouTube. I don't know who he is. I don't know his name. Right? I didn't pay attention to all of that, but I did see the title of the video, and it was an update on me catching my wife cheating. And he literally, I guess he has video. Okay, so divine masculine men, divine feminine men, she's not working late if you're with someone. Okay, and if you left them already, that's a confirmation that they were not working late. We are seeking this. We are seeking this. We know 5D justice. We are seeking this so that we can get the complete 5D, 3D justice, and 8. That's significant. Okay? This is what we're after. Investigators, DEA, FBI, private investigators, CIA. This is what we're after. Okay? Don't be a coward. Bring it to us. Yes, I called you a coward. If you are, you are. Okay? Slow-moving energy, 3D justice is slow-moving energy. The justice system in the 3D moves at a snail's ass pace. The name Randy, Randall, Randell, did I say? Yeah, I said Randy. Okay? Randy Travis. You may think that I'm talking foolish. You heard that I'm wild and I'm free. You may wonder how I can promise you now this love that I have for you always will be. You're not just time that I'm killing, Justina. I'm no longer one of those guys. Forever and ever, amen. On the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So, Justina could be getting her Ace of Pentacles. Justina could be the reason why you haven't gotten your Ace of Pentacles, okay? And less coffee. I only had 1 cup today. Actually, 1 cup? Oh, no, 2. Yeah, 2, okay? And those small cups, yeah. It's not even a coffee mug. Okay? All right? So, someone needs to drink less coffee. We saw the 24-hour card, so somebody might be drinking coffee at 10 o'clock at night. Like, what are you doing? If you know it affects your body that way. Some people can drink coffee and it doesn't affect their body in that way, the caffeine. Okay? Late in the evening. All right? Also, we've been seeing get some turmeric put some turmeric in your diet. Okay? I bought turmeric today and put it in my water and drank quite a bit actually. So, and again, that's for inflammation. Okay? I didn't do it because I have inflammation of any sort. I did it because that's what Divine was saying to do. Again, as a kidney transplant recipient, yeah, okay, helps tremendously. Confirmation. Okay? So collective, let's go ahead and pull some randoms. And again, this is going to be 2 parts, okay? Because we're at 56 minutes on the tablet. It only records in 30-minute segments. So this will be a 2-part video. Let's go ahead and get some randoms. Washington, D.C., and a shopping spree. Next. Okay, so your shopping spree you're going on, the name Anthony. Okay. Also, I was looking into someone, a great uncle of mine. You've heard me mention the name Odessa. He is Odessa's brother. Okay, his name is Lloyd. Okay, his last name is Love. Okay, they used to call him Dr. Love. That's what they called him. Okay, when I was a kid growing up, that's what they called him, Dr. Love. Okay, the last time I saw him was when my grandfather, Odessa's husband of 47 years, had passed in 1996. We went over to his house in Harvey, Illinois for, I don't know, dinner, whatever, meal. You know how they do after ceremonies of someone passing and all that. So we went over to his house for that. Okay? And he passed in 2018. I just found out today. Okay? Lloyd Love. That's an LL. Okay? Double letters. Very significant. The name Marcus. Neiman Marcus. Hello. Neiman Marcus. You going to Neiman Marcus Collective? You going to Neiman Marcus? I wear a size 9.5. I don't know what Neiman Marcus sells, actually. I have no clue. They might sell only women's clothes. I don't know. I'm sorry. Baltimore. Okay. Karmic aunt. And they could be an air sign. Okay. Karmic aunt, that's an air sign. Tina. Christina. Okay. You know who I'm reminded of right now? And I haven't looked at their channel in it's been a year, probably a year and a half since Sassy Scorpio on YouTube. Okay. Sassy Scorpio. Maybe I need to go over to her channel and see what's going on. Her name is Christine. Okay. But Tina. Okay. Pata baby. Okay. In the house. If you don't know who Pata is, look him up. Okay. Thank you, Pata, for being here. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your love. Jamal, Jacob, and Jocelyn. These could be the children of the karmic parents or any of the parents. Okay. Or someone else, obviously, right? Your husband is in another sexual relationship. So here we go. Divine female, divine feminines, and female, divine masculines. Your husband is in another relationship. Okay? Sexually specifically. You better check them. Check them. And they might need to get checked. You know what I'm saying? STDs. You might need to get checked. Spell work reversed. Hallelujah. Can someone say hallelujah with me? Okay? There's a divine union coming in for someone. Some of us. Okay? Divine union. And Anubis. I said it earlier. And a corrupt employer. All right, collective? So thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. Again, my name is Nehru. This is esoteric, this is esoteric guidance. I was going to say the other channel. This is esoteric guidance, extraterrestrial earth angel, pulling another card. And we're going to close it out on that. Thank you so much for being a part of the journey. Here is the new world. Here is the completion. Here is the end of the cycle. Congratulations, collective. Thank you so much for tuning in, and be encouraged.